So can we dispense with global warming? Is that not a human-caused problem, and are we not to do anything about it?
Well, here's what we would like to say about that. Your planet has been set into motion through the thought from non-physical. And don't you think that whatever got it spinning can deal with the temperature of it?
It makes sense to me. Absolutely.
And then we want to ask, for those who are comparing the temperatures, what instruments were they using 100, 200, 300, 500, 2,000 years ago? We do not think that the instruments that you're using today to measure compare at all with whatever it is wherever they're getting the data from before. We don't think they know that the planet is warming, and we don't think you have broad enough view to really give word to a trend. We think that it is like so many things. You believe that you need to control a condition, and you can't control the conditions and get people to move in the direction of what you want unless you scare them a lot. And those who have things to sell have learned that about your personalities. And so they've learned that if they're going to get you to move, they're going to prod you with something that's painful. And so that's why most people get your vote about what they want to do by you weighing all of the consequences of what will happen if you don't. And in the process of that, people become more and more fearful. And as they become more and more fearful, they're less and less guided. And as they're less and less guided, they're more and more vulnerable. And as they're more and more vulnerable, more things they don't want happen to them. And then they say, see, those naysayers were right. And we say, no, they weren't. They were just influencing you to that creation of your own reality. You could have created something more positive if you had wanted to. And what makes it all right is that the dilution ratio on your planet is still working effectively. And by that we mean the longer the old timers are here and worrying, the worse their life gets, but then they croak. And new ones come in who are optimistic and expecting better things. And so when the old ones die who are worried about global warming and the new ones are born who aren't, your problem will cease. You are not a world that is living simultaneous lives in the sense that whatever is happening to all of you. You are vibrational islands within this environment, and you are living the results of your alignment, period. And to the degree those who are focused negatively influence you, then you create the world that they point out. And to the degree that those who are around you are influencing you toward feeling better, then to that degree you create a world that is pleasing to you.
But you're saying that if enough people think those negative thoughts and envision those possibilities, that can influence the earth and that can...
No, that's not what we said. We said if enough people get negatively focused, they will mess up their individual lives, but they have no control in yours. Enough people can't get worried about global warming to ruin your planet for you.
I love it. Because I'm surrounded by people who believe that.
Your view of this universe is so minuscule, none of it counts. We want you to get in alignment with who you are and then take your action. And when you do, you'll discover that you have the ability in this body, on this earth, to continue to thrive in what we would call an indefinite experience. We can see no ending to it. We've seen this vibrational escrow. You see, the reason that we speak so powerfully about this is because we see the energy stream of that which carried you all here before your birth. And we know the well-being that was in that stream. And then we get to watch the contrast that you're living, and we have bird's eye view of the birthing of the new expansion that you are all individually and collectively giving birth to. So we've seen your new world because it is born out of the contrast, and we know what it is you are reaching for. And we have to say to you that it is only that which you're asking for the source wraps itself around. So it takes a tremendous amount of negative attention to even mess up your own life life experience. But Source will never go with any of those rockets about what you do not want. That's why we are so sure about the positive expansion of your earth experience, you see. You're here as the leading edge of that which is Source, asking for more that Source is embracing and becoming, so we know the future of this planet, and it is good.
Wow.
And if for any reason you seek some piece of information that causes you to think contrary of that, you feel gut-wrenching negative emotion, which is your confirmation that your thought is against that which the Source within you knows. Isn't that nice to know? My fear is there for a reason. When they tell me that the world is falling apart and that this is the end and that my children will not have a place to be and that their children may be extinct, and I feel that gut-wrenching feeling that I have, I've got to know this thought is bogus. And it doesn't matter how many scientists with all of their brilliance are coming to the same conclusion. They're defying what my Source knows, and my Source knows. Because my Source was here before I was all here. My Source was here when this earth plane was an idea. Source is in on all of that, you see. You need not worry, and your own guidance will show you that. It's not possible for you to not live happily ever after. Some will have to die to do it. But it does not mean that it is not possible for you to live right here on planet Earth happily ever after. It is your plan. It is our plan. It is the promise of your future. And anything else is coming from the disconnected mind of man.
Thank you. Wonderful.